Hello, is there any sound right now? Okay, the sound is up, Jasmine.
Hello everyone, welcome to our black and white pearl makeup session. Okay, so give us about 2 to 3 minutes for us to share the video, and also if you are viewing our live right now, also do feel free to help us like and share the video on your Facebook timeline as well. Alright?
Or you can even share this video to any of your friends out there who is interested in makeup tips and tricks. And especially today's our topic will be on the fall makeup. Fall being the autumn, because we just finished our Halloween last week, and right now we are going for a more mellow look, which is more of like autumn feeling. As what Jasmine said just now, today's weather is also very good for fall, right?
Yes, of course. Okay, I've done my sharing already.
Me too.
Okay, so once again, welcome to our Black Pearl
White Pearl
makeup session today. Okay, so today we are going to do more on our fall makeup, fall 2020 makeup. Okay, so for fall makeup, right? Actually, today I did purposefully dress myself up because in this fall season, right? Actually, there are a few trending colors that they actually have. For example, like we have like what I'm wearing now is actually shades of blue. Okay, and there's also like shades of gray, shades of pink, and also like what I'm wearing now. Okay, shades of brown. It's actually trendy colors during this fall season. So now we are going to show you how like these trendy colors that we are clad in, right? How our different makeups can actually be compatible, match up with our attire, and knowing that, right, the festive season is coming. Are we going to get all dressed up?
Yes, of course. Although COVID is still ongoing, right?
But no worries.
Correct. Fret not.
Phase 3 is coming soon.
Yeah, I think in a few months' time, we would expect that to happen.
Yes, actually, yeah. So don't worry. We are going to actually show you guys how our attire is like, and how our makeup actually goes well with it also. So actually, you can see right now we are on a very naked face.
Very
naked face, like literally.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing on it, not even a primer, not even a single bit of concealer. Okay, so we can share with you guys how are we going to go out with our very nice attire, and how can it go well with our makeup today. Okay, so how about this, Shin? You want to start?
Okay, so for me, right, like what Jasmine mentioned, I'm more in the brown shade of color, where we call it the dusty color. Yeah, so today, right, I'm more focused on my eyes plus my lips, okay? Especially for the eyes, because I'll be using more of like grayish tone, brownish tone on a pinkish level. Yeah, to make, wow, so big. Okay, can, yeah, okay, zoom in camera, yeah. So for me today, because I'm very on my naked face, so my main focus today will be on my eyes and my lips, okay? Mainly because of the eyes, and for the makeup to match the skin, the clothing color, it's more of the dusty pink, dusty brown, where the autumn leaves color is actually in trend, okay? Although Singapore, we don't really have this fall season, because Singapore is always summer throughout, but this fall is also quite a trendy kind of colors, especially at the October, November, and December period. Yeah, especially in the countries where there are really 4 seasons per se. So right now I'll be starting on my makeup with the primer first. Okay. So for me, I'll be using this primer called the Artistry Studio Shanghai Edition Matte Primer. Okay, how this primer looks like is like that. Okay. So this primer I'll be using on my face. So the purpose of this primer, right, is usually to help me have an easier base for my foundation on the next step. All right.
Okay, so for myself, right, I've actually applied the primer on my face already. Okay, so for my primer, right, I chose a different primer because I think that if you are going out on the evening, my entire concept is that it's more of like you're going out on the evening, like there is some it's more towards a semi-formal to a formal occasion. So that's why for the foundation, I would tend to go a little bit more thicker with a thicker coverage. So I actually use this primer, which is our Beauty Balm Perfecting Primer from Exact Fit. Why I actually use this is because this gives a lot of coverage, especially for very uneven skin texture. So for myself, okay, knowing your skin is very important. Okay, you look at it every day in the mirror, but you actually know what exactly is that you want to cover up in order to make it more perfect and have a smoother texture. So for me, this primer works extremely well because I kind of like the way how it is. It gives me the finish after I put on my foundation also. Because this is like with all this past acne scars, actually this can actually help to smoothen out the look very much. And I think this is very useful also because it's very good for sensitive skin. Okay, like myself, I'm actually a sensitive I'm born with sensitive skin. Actually, I'm born with eczema, so that's why putting makeup on me, I tend to be a little bit more careful with what I actually used. Okay, so, and one thing that is very important is that this is very good even if you can even put it on your eyes. And especially like you see for my eyes, it's actually darker. The eyelids are actually so much darker. So what I will do is I also apply a thicker layer of my primer onto my eyelids so that it can actually evens out the color. So before I actually put on my foundation or any other eyeshadow colors as well. Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, Jasmine is putting on her eye primer. I've moved on. As you can see on my face, it's a bit greenish and purplish, right? So I'm doing this. I'm using this compact, which is the purple and the green compact, which is a corrector per se from our Tokyo series Artistry Studio Edition. So the purpose of me using this, right, is actually like Jasmine mentioned, because I do also have the dark eye circles like a lot of ladies out there. This is a problem to me lah. So I'm using this green color corrector to cover the eye circles as well as the redness from the pimple scars over here. Right? So this help the next step, which is it helps you to put on the foundation color in a much more easier coverage later on. Then for the purple color itself, it helps to increase the radiance. So I will just put it throughout the whole face, the rest of the face where I didn't put on the green corrector. Okay? Yep.
Okay, so just I finished my primer for now. So what I did was actually I put on this makeup setting spray, okay, from our Artistry Studio as well. This makeup setting spray to set in the primer such that when I put on my subsequent steps, it's actually the makeup can actually stays on much better. Okay, and now actually I'm going to put on my my concealer, right?
Okay.
Yes, I have the concealer. Okay, so I actually use the light matte, okay, concealer to actually cover up the flaws that I have on my face. Okay, so for those that are like those acne scars, I actually tend to use the concealer to cover it up. Okay, mostly on the cheek, so you can see. Okay.
Yeah, I realized Jasmine recently she grew a very big pimple.
Yeah, for the pimple later,
Yeah,
I will
you
show
will
how I'm
use
going to put the
the
primer
concealer
also.
to prime to cover it up also.
Okay, so for my eyes, right, I also put in a lot of my concealer also to give it to further cover up it's actually layering like in that sense to give the eyelid a more even tone with the rest of the skin, with the rest of the face. Okay, like as what she mentioned also, I actually have a pimple over here quite big. Okay, so what I use because those things that are actually red in nature, I actually tend to use green color primer for it. Okay, to give it to actually tone down the redness and such that it still blends in with the color of the foundation for the rest of the face. All right. Okay, so what happens is, okay, I will just go over it. Yeah. So even if when you're faced with situation on eventful days, then you have eventful things happening like your pimple popping up, don't worry.
Unexpected, right?
Yeah, makeup can always help to conceal it. Okay, but one very important thing is to be able to use very effective makeup removal to remove them cleanly so that the inflammation will not get worse also, right? So what I will do is actually cover it up. Okay, so because of the size, okay, I'll actually put a little bit more here to cover it up. Okay, so now my face should look very funny because it looks like a piece of abstract art, but it's all right.
Fret not.
Yeah, when you have all your foundation up, it will,
It will
look
look
different.
perfectly fine
Yes.
because we are at the initial stage.
So basically, I like to do the covering of the floors first. Yeah, because I think that those are the areas where I want to make it smoother, make it nicer, so that the looks can look more refined before I actually put on any foundation. Yeah, so this is like my little
Trick.
makeup hacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hacks.
okay. So
Yeah. Right. So for me, slightly different lah. So for me, I prefer another method where I put up my foundation color first. After which, then I do my cover up with the concealer and also do the contouring at the same time. Because foundation color for me is like a foundation. I choose a lighter tone, which okay actually is a tone that suits my skin color. Okay. After which, then I'll use a darker tone to do a contouring effect because my face is basically much bigger, so I need much more contouring to make my face look more smaller, smaller, and also look more focused and on the features that I would like to enhance. Right, so just now I have just put on the this Artistry Studios Tokyo edition, the light color. This light color, as you can see, I this is my favorite compact. It's almost finishing up. Yeah, so this is the color that you can see on my face. So for the foundation, usually you will need to choose something that is really very close to your skin. Don't choose a tone too light or a tone too dark because it will really make you look a bit off. Yeah, especially on screen, right? Okay, so after I'm done with my foundation, now I'm going to do my contouring. So same thing, I'll be using the Tokyo series of the Artistry Studio, but this time around is a medium color, okay? Medium dip color. So I'll be using this color corrector as my contouring. This may look a bit weird because once I start contouring the outline, it will look like what Jasmine just mentioned, like the abstract art. But not to worry, after we blend it in perfectly, it will be fine. Okay?
So, okay, if you're watching us right now, okay, so today's our theme is fall, FALL, okay, not four,
Not
okay,
fall down, not number
FALL for 2020 makeup, okay, so we are going to show how we actually dress according to the
Color theme.
trendy colors in this fall 2020, and how we're going to have a makeup that is very compatible with what we are dressing for the different kind of occasions, since festive is also coming already. Okay, so right now, right, I'm actually in navy blue, as you can see. I hope you guys can see navy blue, and going for more for a semi-formal or formal occasion. Okay, so right now, and if you're watching us, and there are also many of your friends out there that love to put on makeups, really help us to like and share our video out as well. Okay, so right now, right, actually I'm doing the layering of my foundation because I actually wanted to achieve a fuller coverage this time round. So right now I'm only going to the first layer, which is the sheer, which is the correct and perfect face compact. Okay, and I'm using the lightest color over here, as you can see. Okay, so I'm actually putting on the first layer on before I actually put on my BB cushion. All right, so this is just to even out the color first and give it an overall, to actually hide off just now all the concealer, the primer, and even out the color first, okay, on the first layer before I add on the second layer to give it a more fuller, refined look. All right?
Yep. Right. So you can see right now I'm contouring my nose and my face. So right now I'm blending in the darker tone, and then after which it will look more natural. Okay? So it might look really weird right now because we are drawing darker lines on our face for the contouring. But the purpose of contouring is really to make your face look more defined and achieve maybe a sharper nose or more defined chin. Yeah. So for me, my nose is really big. So I'm trying to achieve the sharp nose effect.
Yep.
Yep. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I'm done with the first layer already, okay, as you can see. So right now I'm going to go for a second layer, okay, to further smoothen out the texture and give it a fuller coverage. So as you can see, one thing I enjoy doing this kind of layering is that you can actually see that that as you put on more and more layers, you realize that the kind of look, you're actually closer and closer to the kind of look that you want, the kind of smooth texture that you probably your original skin condition may not have it. But you know, through makeup, there's a lot of different ways that you can cover up your flaws and make it like to achieve the look that you really want for the evening or for the afternoon. All right. Okay, so right now I'm actually using this Artistry Exact Fit cushion. Okay, I love this. I personally, this is something that I love a lot because when putting on makeup, you realize that there's a lot of steps involved because you have to cover your brows, your eyes, your nose, your lips. You know, there are so many things that you have to take care of. So I like this BB cushion for a very, very simple reason is because it's actually having SPF 50. And those who seen me personally before, you know, I'm very, very dark. I'm very, very tan.
That's why you are the black.
Yes. So to me, having a BB cushion like this with SPF, with sunscreen it's actually like a sunscreen together with a BB cushion together, 2-in-1. So it makes my life easier. I don't have to put in the like sunscreen, then primer, you know. So I think this is something that's very useful for me, and I really love the design because this is so compact. You can actually bring it anywhere, and it looks very slick and nice. Okay, when you go out and you are actually touching out your makeup, I think this is something that I'm very proud to bring out of my bag and, you know, having touch up the makeup just like that, you know. And I really love how environmental this is because you just have to, you know, every time, you know, it's just like this. Okay, you every time when you finish up your cushion foundation, you can actually, you know, buy just refill and just place it in again.
Wow.
You don't have to throw the entire mirror away, which is very, very wasteful. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is, I think it makes it very environmental friendly, and I really love this part of the design because it makes it very easy lah. Then you don't have to buy the entire thing over again, the entire cushion over again. So I really love that. Yeah. So without further ado, okay, inside is actually a very nice little cushion, and it's very nice teardrop shape. Sponge. Okay, so I like that teardrop shape also because like my nose here, you know, there are edges like this where it can very easily cover it up. Yeah, so I love this design also, that it can give me the kind of coverage that I want, that not even a single inch of your face is left uncovered with your foundation. That's what I like about this. Okay, so what I will do is I will actually just go over the compact, okay, and just apply it, yeah, and to give it a more fuller coverage. All right.
Okay. Oops, sorry. I can. Okay. Yep, I'm done with my contouring, and just now what I did was I put on the concealer on the light color as well as the brightener, okay, on the mixture on the eyelid, lower eyelid, because like I mentioned just now, my dark eye circles is actually quite dark. So to cover up and for the better eye color to be on later on the next step, so I put on these two Artistry Exact Fit, the concealer and the brightener. All right. Okay, so I blended in, as you can see, and then the eyes are not that dark anymore, okay, with the concealer in place. Can you see? Yep, okay.
Okay, so for my side, right, I'm actually quite done with the foundation on my neck. Okay, so I usually tend to be a little bit more kiasu
Why say
because
so?
my eyes is really a lot more darker. As you can see in the front part, it's a lot more darker. Okay, so moral of the lesson is, seriously, please don't anyhow rub your eyes, even if how itchy it is, because you will actually break the little blood vessels inside your eyes, and that's why it looks like this kind of like blue black on your eyelids. So really, ladies out there, no matter how itchy it is, must 忍住, okay, for your beauty, okay? If not, you'll be like me, having to add on my concealer on the eyes to give it a more even look.
Yeah, especially like Jasmine's problem is also, I think people the young with the younger generation out there, right, we tend to sleep very late as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, especially for me because I used to rub my eyes until when I start wearing contact lens. I hardly don't rub because I know once I rub, especially if I put on my eye makeup, the moment I rub, right, my eye makeup will be gone. So I think putting on eye makeup also help you to prevent you from rubbing your eyes to some extent. But the problem with me is because I'm sleeping very late at night. Yeah, so my eyes tend to be very, very tired every day because I'm having a desk-bound job where I have to look at the computer every now and then. Yeah, so it's really to sleep early and also to really not rub your eyes.
Okay, so when I'm done with the step, I will actually usually put another layer of makeup setting spray. Like what I say, I'm very kiasu. Okay, so I make sure that because I really want my foundation to stick on because I don't want for the rest of the day I have to keep going to the washroom
And touch up your makeup.
and touch up the makeup. Okay, it's quite irritating. So I'm that kind that I look for long wearing makeups. Okay, and actually I found my way of doing my foundation in such a way that it doesn't goes off so easily. All right, so right now, okay, without further ado, okay, that's my brows. Okay, you can see it's actually quite nicely trimmed. I love my brows right now. So you can actually
Brows.
see right now all I have to do is do a bit of touching up here.
Okay, I'll move to my brows as well.
Yeah.
Same. Actually, I think we are quite fortunate. We do have really quite complete browns.
Yes.
You just need to touch up the gaps in between and make it look more defined and slightly darker.
Yes.
Yeah, so not much embroidery needed and things like that.
That's it. So it's really about like touching up the lobangs in between.
Making it look like a complete brown.
Yeah.
Brown. Okay.
You can see that we are actually just merely like just really touching up only. Okay, nothing very sophisticated here.
Yeah. Just trace out the original shape and then touch up the holes.
And just make it for myself. I will tend to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, because of my features and my face isn't very small.
Same. Imagine our face are so big and then we just have very tiny browns.
Yeah.
So it's so out of proportion, I would say.
Yeah. So what I will do is usually I will draw just slightly a little bit above to make it a bit more proportionate to the rest of the features of my face.
I think probably when we do eyebrows is to really make your face look more defined because it shapes the eye shape as well for the eye color later on.
Yeah, and eyebrows is the most important thing, It shows all your 喜怒哀乐, all kinds of expressions.
Your
really depend on your
emotions.
eyebrows. Can you imagine if you live without your eyebrows, your happiness, people cannot feel it. Your sadness, people cannot empathize with you.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so
If I block it,
basically,
it's like, oh my god.
so
I'm so
actually, don't think that it's just 两条细细的眉
毛。
毛. Yeah, facial hairs. Actually, this 2 strokes of facial hair is very important, okay?
Yeah.
To express yourself more more expressively, to the others. All right. Okay, so this is how my eyebrows actually done. Okay, so this is very easy, very simple. Okay, and if let's say you want to learn about shaping your eyebrows, we previously have videos on it. Okay, so do revisit our previous video also if you want to learn about how to shape your eyebrows, be it for men or women. We have did the ones for men as well. We have also done the one for women as well. So you can also revisit.
If you don't want to revisit and you want to do it physically, like you want to try it out and then you need our advice on all this, right? Do drop us a comment. Okay, and also let us know that you want to come down here and join us to physically so that we can teach you and guide you along. We also have a telegram chat that you can click and join so that you can just receive any updates with regards to any makeup tips or even every weekly session that's ongoing.
Okay. Right now, okay, what I'm gonna do is on
eyes, right?
Yeah, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do on highlighting first.
Okay, you do your highlighting.
Yes, I'm doing my highlighting now, okay? So, okay, what I'm using now is actually this little coral highlighting contour from the Bangkok series palette. Okay, this is really like one of my favorite. Okay, so what I will do is actually I use this highlighting color to actually do my under eye. Okay, I just stroke it gently. Okay, so it's like when you do highlighting and contouring, I think one of the most important thing is not to make yourself, like 下手太重. That's the most important thing because it will look like you have two flashlights, car flashlights in front of you. It will become too heavy. Okay, so it's very important that you go very light. Okay,
Yeah.
on your contouring
Agreed.
also.
And I think it's like not one shot you will achieve it. You have to do layer by layer, like what Jasmine just mentioned. Makeup is about layering. If you think that it's not sufficient, you just add one more layer on. Don't whack one time too much on color and then you cannot reverse it. Then it will be very
Yeah.
out of control, I would say.
It's actually about your patience and not just at one shot you want to get it done and over with lah. Makeup actually doesn't do that lah. It's just like painting, okay?
Yeah.
You just go layer by layer until you get the right shade of color. Yeah. So basically, it's the same thing. Okay, just that the painting is on something that's more 3D. That's your face. All right. Okay. Right. Got contour. Sometimes got pimple. Then got harm over there. So you have to you have to learn many different things according to
Your face features?
yeah, because your skin condition may happen anytime, maybe
Any outbreak.
yeah, then there are times like that. That doesn't mean that leave it untouched.
Correct.
Yeah, you still have to go out. You still have to look presentable. You still have to look decent. All right. Okay. So right now I'm gonna do the darker contouring. Okay. Darker contouring.
Contouring. I'm starting on my eyes already.
I swear, I see that. Like what I'm saying, I'm a kiasuso, so yeah, that's why I do a lot of contouring.
No, I think because depending on certain individual skin condition as well. Yeah, it's really makeup is all about be familiarized with your own face. As you do more often, you'll be more familiarized which part of your face need to contour more. Yeah, and then you will just it's it's a 顺手 thing already. Yeah, it's at first you will start doing makeup, right? You will feel that it's very awkward because I don't know where to start. I don't know how heavy my brush need to have the color. But as over time, like we have been making up for I think how long? A few years. Yeah, it really gets the hang of it. And then slowly, right, you really like, you can perfect this area more, you can perfect your nose more, for example. Yeah. So it really makes you play around with your own features and understand them better.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Definitely.
now I'm starting on my eyes. As I mentioned, I'll be doing more on the brownish, the autumn feel of the rustic. Is it called rustic? More brownish tone one, while Jasmine is doing the bluish tone, right? So I'll be having the brown color shades on my eyes. Okay. Okay, this color of shades, right? I am taking it from our Artistry Studio Tokyo palette. These five colors, I will mix and match the colors and put it on my eyes. Okay.
Okay, so now you see me look like a little bit like little bit Indian, okay, but I'm not. Okay, so what I'm doing now is sorry, I keep kicking my own cam. I'm so sorry to see shaking. I'm really sorry. Okay, so right now, right, you can see that actually I've drawn the darker contourings around my face, eyes here to give it a deeper contour, and also over here. Okay, so I'm someone who likes to go for V shape, my face.
V-shape.
Even if I'm not going with it, but I think I can make it out. Okay.
Definitely you can.
Yes. So with contouring, you definitely can make it out to be more sharper, and it makes somehow like makes visually when people look at you, right, your features actually look sharper. Yeah, that's what I like to achieve because I like people to see my eyes. That's what I feel is the most beautiful in my entire face. 最可取的地方而已。
I think both of us have the same feeling, especially right now. Don't you feel that with our mask on, right?
Yeah.
The most important part where we are showing to the world is our eyes. Yeah, unless we take out our mask and then start eating. But apart of that, right, the most of the time when you're in office, right, is you're showing your eyes,
Yeah.
So we really have to perfect the eye makeup skills.
Yeah.
To
So
make
you
us have
show someone
attractive-
also very sharp one.
No,
Okay.
I don't show people. Only she show people.
Okay
To attract people with electricity go out of our eyes. Okay.
Yeah, so technically, actually, eyes now is very important aspect because a lot of times you have nowadays when people are on mask, you have to only judge people's emotion
Through the eyes or the eyebrow.
through the eyes, whether they are sad or happy. You cannot even see whether they're smiling. No, sometimes You can only judge by whether they have a little bit of frown or, you know. So actually, makeup does help to enhance your eyes and give it a very, give it a sharper, nicer, refined look for your face also. Yep.
Agree. Yeah, but actually, I think the eyes, right, can really see your emotions. If you are smiling, your eyes will smile as well. Yeah, it's like you will like that a little bit more. So it's really like we have to perfect the eye makeup as well as we really have to smile more lah. Because behind the mask, really, if you're black face, nobody can see one. Just smile and make your eyes look really beautiful. Yeah,
And-
because that's the only exercise you can show right now, right?
And also, if let's say you are slightly plump,
Are you talking about me?
no lah, not put on tummy. Contouring put on tummy, that one I can't help you. Okay, but what I'm going to show you is like the thing about double chin.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah,
you know.
because there are times when you look down, then you can see like there are many layers there. So what you can do is actually you can put some dark contouring over at the double chin area. Okay, and then you just wipe it, wipe it. Okay, it actually gives people the delusion that you don't really have a very
Chin.
distinct
Double
chin.
chin. You do have your chin, but it's not
See, I
distinct.
tell you all my tips already. Okay.
Oh, joining
All
us
spoken
with our
already.
makeup is very good, you know. We teach you all the small little tricks that we learn from our years of makeups.
Yeah. You see, yeah, sometimes you see a double chin, it's not so obvious already, okay? Not that I have one.
Oh, I think I need to try that trick. I have, you know, actually.
Okay, so basically this is just like my this is for the foundation already. I'm quite done with the contouring. Okay, like what I say, usually every step I'll put makeup setting spray.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jasmine's quite kiasu.
Yes,
Aspect.
very. And also right now I'm going towards straight to my eyes. So like what you can see today, I'm actually wearing like navy blue with navy blue, and it's quite a lot of ruffles.
You don't have to flip that layer.
As in a lot of ruffles also. Okay, so what I will do is actually I go for this is more navy blue with a bit of like dusty blue. Okay, so what I will go with is that I will actually go with our newer eye and pop eye and lip throw, cheek throw, which is this one. Okay, Shanghai Starlight. Okay, actually have a very nice color because I think for myself I'm a more cool undertone. So I usually when I dress in colors, I think the safest colors I will always go with is navy. Yeah, so my wardrobe has the most navy dresses.
Are you in the Navy?
Yeah, are you in the Air Force? So
That's a joke.
basically, right, this navy color is like one of the most that I have. Even blue colors, I have most dresses about it. Long, short, midi, maxi, whatever, you know, mini skirt also have everything in blue. Okay, so to me, blue is a color that I think my skin color can actually wear off this color very, very well. So that's why I have very good makeup to match
Complement
up
your
with this
clothing.
with the clothing, with blue especially, because this is my favorite color. Okay, so what you can see here is I'm going to use the Starlight. You can actually see the silvery color and also the blue color. Okay, and I'm not going to okay,
Go
actually
ahead.
I'm going to put the base first. So what I will actually do is I will actually use the highlighting color, which is used to be used for your cheek or you know when you're doing highlighting. Okay, this is an alternative color that you can actually use. But right now I'm going to use this to cover my eye as to make it as a base color throughout. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You continue.
Okay, I'm about done with my eyes. Brown color, I think it's for me, it's quite suiting to me because for me, right, I don't have a really cool undertone. So for whenever I start doing blue color makeup, right, it gives me the blue black eye color kind of feel. So for me, right, I prefer those more natural earthy colors or even red colors. So for me, I have just blended my eyes with the palette, which I show you just now. Oops. Yeah, this palette on the brown color. Yeah, it really does make my eyes look a bit more different. A bit smoky in a way lah. Yeah, but I'm not trying to make it look very, very smoky. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah. So the next step, right, I'm going to put on the eyeliner. Okay, so eyeliner, right, for this, right, I will not put a very, very obvious eyeliner. So I'll use a liquid pen eyeliner, liquid base eyeliner to draw just maybe the end of the eyeliner, the end of the eye to make it look a bit more winged a little, but not too much, okay? Because I'm not going for very dramatic looks. Because for the fall makeup idea, right, it's not going for very dramatic look where you are going on stage, on the T stage, where you are walking the stage. But we are going for everyday look where you can just carry it on the office look, or even go for dinner look like what Jasmine said. Yeah. So right now I'm going to draw my eyeliner. Okay.
Okay, so for me, right, okay, I'm gonna use the light color. I've actually done with the base already. So what I will actually do is, one of these things that is so good is that I don't need a brush, okay? So I can only use my finger and I can get the color out already. So this is something that I love a lot, because yes, brush just give you makeup brush just give you the intricate, more precise look, but using your fingers is really make things and life so much easier. And every day you need to go out, right? You just take the palette and then voila, and you can immediately see the color. That's what I like, because what you see is what you get, and with just a few strokes you can actually already get a color. Okay, so this is something that I really love a lot about this palette. So you can see I actually use a lot. The color a bit mixed already. Okay, so what I will do is I will just put it at the end. Okay, it depends on, and I think one good thing about using your fingers also is you can determine how dark you want to go. Okay, you can go very light, but you can also stop at here, but you can also go darker depending on what kind of look you want to achieve also. So for me, okay, because I think on screen you probably wouldn't be able to see me if I put it until very light, so I'm going to be a little harsher.
Harsher.
Yes, okay, for my eyes. Okay, so you can see, like, it actually blends in very well with the with my overall dressing today. All right, how about you, Shi Yun?
I finished my eyeliner. Now I'm doing a little bit more contouring on my nose. I just remembered my nose is very big. I'm trying to make it look smaller and sharper.
So you
One
see,
tip, you just have to draw something darker over here, then blend it in, and then add a little highlighter on your ridge of your nose. It really will make on screen, right? Make your nose look sharper to kind of maybe like 30%. Yep. So I'm putting on some highlighting shimmer, okay, to the ridge of the nose, okay,
Yay.
and then color it in the middle slightly.
Okay, so
and then
now
just
you can
blend
see,
it.
like, my eyes is really like baby blue. I like this baby blue color actually, because uh normally I don't really wear pastel colors. So I usually wear the pastel color on my eyes to make it to give myself a very different look also. Okay, so this is how, like, I actually go about doing it on my fingers. But of course, bear in mind that when you're doing it on fingers, especially, it will, of course, sometimes it will just stain a little bit below, so no worries, just gently wipe it away to give it a clean look still. All right. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna still use the little bit of chivalry here, the silvery, shimmery silver over here, right? Okay, so I'm gonna change hands because it will not stain the colors also. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Okay,
Okay, I'm done with my nose. Is it sharper? Okay, later I show you the overall look. Okay, I believe it will be sharper because I contoured it and then highlighted it. Okay, so next step, I'm done with my eyes. Oh no, wait, one more step. The eye mascara. Okay, so I'm using this brown color mascara to fit into my color theme. This brown color mascara really does give the more not so fierce look, more a natural look, because it complements my hair color as well. It really, like, give you the overall feel of not so fierce. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me just, okay, because I have quite a long eyelash, so applying the mascara is quite easy. Okay, so for those who have shorter lashes, you maybe have to use the clipper to clip it to make it a bit more curved upwards before you apply the mascara itself. Okay, so simply I don't need a very thick layer of mascara, just simply a thin layer of mascara on the my eyelashes will do. Okay.
yeah. So right now I'm actually touching up Okay, so it's actually going a little bit more towards the smoky side. Okay, so you can see that actually the colors actually blending very well. I particularly choose this color because it really matches. It's something that is quite foolproof when you go for like blue color dresses or blue color attire. Okay, it actually goes off very well with this kind of makeup, and it just perfectly makes sense. Okay, so it's like very fast. You just use one palette, and you can just solve everything already. All right. Okay, so I'm quite done with this. So right now, what I'm going to use is actually using the same series, the Shanghai Edition Liquid Eye Pop eyeliner. Okay, so it's actually I'm going to use a fire color. All right.
Fire?
Okay, it's a fire color.
Fire.
Yes, which is also a very nice blue color. So usually I start from the end first. Okay. So I'll wink out at the last 1/8 area. Okay. And also for the front part, I tend to go very, very towards the start.
Okay, I'm done with my cheek color as well. Okay. After cheek, okay. For the cheek color, I just simply use this Tokyo series, the Oh So Cheeky blusher in the coral shade. Okay, because coral shades actually does match the more earthy tone. Okay, but don't dab too much. Just dab at the cheek area. Okay, because for my face it's really quite big, so I'll do it more in a diagonal angle, and then just dab and then just spread it even. Okay, it will make your face look more elongated. Okay, so with the cheek is done, I'm doing my lips up next. Okay, because I want the focus to be on my eyes and my cheek, so my lips will not be very, very loud color this time round. So I'll be using more of a pinkish towards a nude color kind of lip color. Okay, so same thing. Just now I mentioned this Artistry Studio Tokyo palette, right? It's very convenient because it's a two-in-one kind of thing. Okay, so the first 5 colors is for eye colors, then the other 5 colors, right, is actually for the lip color. So I'll be using this palette, probably this color of pink or mixture of the nude color to achieve the look that I want. Okay, so let me use my lip brush. Okay, so I'll start off with the nude color. Okay, this one as a base for the lip. And then I'll use a more pinkish color later on to add on to it.
Yeah. So my side, I'm actually trying to do my lower lash line. Okay, to draw an eyeliner also for the bottom. Okay, such that it gives a more complete look. Okay, for the eye. And normally, if let's say you are going for a more semi-formal to a formal occasion, then doing something that is more, you actually put on a lot more makeup actually to give it a more complete look.
Okay. Right. So after the nude color, is you can see the color of the cheek is really like your natural color. So right now I'm adding on a slight tint of pink. Okay, this pink, right, to the center. Add a little bit can already. Don't need too much, because I'm not focusing too much on the lips. Right. Okay, just blending it in. Okay, like we mentioned just now, makeup is all about layering. It's just that you keep adding on the colors till you find that the color looks good on you. You'll do already. Okay.
Yay! Touching up, touching up. Okay. So right now you can see that I'm almost quite done with my eye makeup. Okay. So, okay, a little more touching up here. Okay, at the front. Okay, using the highlighting color also to give it a brighter look. Okay, so all this actually are done very close to the lash line. So this one I will tend to use the makeup brushes also. Okay, to make sure that the look becomes very precise. in the areas that I want to cover. Okay, so this is basically how it looks like for the eye. Okay, you can see. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay, so basically because I spend a lot more focus on my eyes, so the rest of my makeup, be it the blush or be it the lips, right, I will go actually more towards the nude side, okay, a more subtle side, okay. So what I would do is, okay, subtle side. So what I will do is for the blush, okay,
Okay, I'm done with the lip.
okay, I'm actually going to go with the coral, okay, a very no, actually I'm going to go sorry, I'm actually going to go with the
How do I
kimono
look?
nude. Okay, this is a very light color. Okay, so you have to, it's just like playing with contrast. Okay, you need something lighter in order to stand out the things that you want to stand out. Okay,
Yes.
so basically if you want your eyes to stand out, then basically other things you cannot be too greedy lah. Okay, so that's why then you will give a more even look. If not, if you want to be very greedy for everything, then you will look like sometimes like a bit overdone the makeup. Okay, so what I will do is, actually this is very convenient to use. Yeah, because I'm someone that is quite careless with my things. So basically my things tends to fall here, fall there, fall everywhere. So this is just nice because there's not going to be very traditional kind of those makeups, right? Blush powder, right? When you drop it on the floor, right, that's it.
Crack.
Oh,
You
heart
can't
pain. Then
use.
it's like, oh no, I cannot use it anymore. This one, no matter how to drop, also okay because the powder is
Powdered
all
form.
inside. Okay,
Right.
so unless you can break it so hard until the container actually crack, I also fool you. Okay, but okay, but I think for this, right? Okay, we'll just actually the application is also very easy. You don't even need a blusher brush at all. Okay, so you just actually just put it this way and you can actually see the light
Right.
colors already. Okay, so everything will actually make perfect sense for this one.
Yes.
So far, so good.
I'm done. Can y'all see my whole makeup? Can I adjust the fringe a little? Yep. Yeah, my focus, like I mentioned, oh, so near. Okay, it's on the eyes, right? So whenever you are on the mask, okay, the eyes will stand out, especially if you have very pretty and well drawn eyes. So if let's say you smile, your eyes will show it as well. Okay. Yep. So okay, let me just look at the comments right now. Okay, for those who are watching us right now on Facebook, okay, so today's our theme on the makeup is on fall, which is the FALL, the season of fall. Okay, so it really goes with the in colors this season, where Jasmine is on the blue and the navy color. For me, I'm on the what's the color called? Rustic color. Yeah, I'm more on the brownish, like the autumn leaf color. So we are doing very contrasting makeups, but it's suitable for very everyday look. Okay. Yep. So Jasmine is about done. Okay, so let me just look at the comments if there's any questions.
So for my lips just now, right, at the edges, I always tend to put in some concealer also to give it a bit of contrast. Okay, and also you can see that I'm actually putting on a very nude kind of color because, like I have said, everything, if you want your eyes to stand up, then the rest have to tone down in order for the eyes to look, people to look really directly at your eyes. Okay, at what you want them to focus on. All right. So for the lids, actually one suggestion, if let's say your lids are very dry, very parched, one good thing is that you can actually put in some hydrating lip balm, or also like for us, I usually use the Hydra V eye cream to actually go over it, such that it has enough hydration, and it can hold your lipstick color longer.
Yep. Because it doesn't really look good if you have very cracky lip with lip color. It really looks like you didn't take good care of your lips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a comment from Audrey. She says, so pretty and sweet looking, both of you. With the heart-shaped eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Great.
Okay, so you can see I'm actually done. So the color that I chose was actually from the Tokyo series. It's very nude color. This one is a little bit with gloss, but I think this color actually kind of match of my natural lip color. So I didn't want to do too much on my lips. I just want to make it simple, nice, and then you see the final outlook is like this. All right. Okay, so for ladies out there, if you are short hair like me, okay, one last thing is you don't want the hair to, you know, fly here, fly there. Especially now it's monsoon season. There's a lot of wind, you know, when you go out. Because sometimes when you're dressed nicely, then somehow the hair just cannot make it like myself now. Okay, so what we actually do, right? You just do something very simple because initially I don't really think that wax is something for the ladies because I always think that wax is for the guys. Okay, I always thought that wax is like, you know, when guys style their hair, it's like so stiff, right? With wax. So the idea of the notion when it comes to me when people talk about wax is stiff hair, okay, very rigid. But when I use this wax, right, I think I have a different understanding because it really doesn't stick out so rigidly like that. Okay, so the one that you see is actually this texturing matte wax. Okay, it's actually white in color. The texture is very, very smooth like this. So you actually don't need a lot, just like this. Okay, boil on your hand.
Boil on your hand.
Okay,
not a lot,
and
but
then
still
you
boil.
just like this. Okay, and then you just try to style it. Just 抓你的头发
to the shape you
out.
want.
Okay, to give it sufficient volume and give it style. Yes, to 抓你的头
I
发
really think short hair ladies, right, need to style their
Yeah,
hair.
yes.
If not, it looks really quite messy if you don't
Yes.
go for a regular haircut.
Yeah, and if you go like for those like wow, can you imagine you go onto the streets and then
The
suddenly
wind just blew.
yeah, and also like when you are eating, you know, when
Gets
you're
into your food.
dining, then your hair just
Gets
stuck
into
in
your
front,
food.
right? Okay, so it doesn't look that good. So having a good style, right, gives you a very nice overall look.
And feel, yeah.
Yeah, overall look and feel such that you know it completes the entire look when you want to go out, right?
Yes. Wow.
Okay, so like
All
I
dolled
have
up.
done with my styling. Okay, so you see there is actually neater from the front and back. Okay, and also okay, the last thing of course is to give yourself some nice little spray on your hair. Little nice spray. Okay, so I will usually use this sweet sakura fragrance mist and I'll just spray on the hair. A little bit spray here.
So when you
spray
just
there.
walk like that with your hair moving, you can smell the sakura coming.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I'm in blue, I'm not in pink. But you say, hey, this blue person have this
Sakura smell.
Yeah. 芬芳的花香, you know. So this actually our looks for today. I hope you guys have liked it. Okay, perhaps we stand up a little bit to let them see how it looks like. At least the
We have to
half.
move back, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is how the entire thing actually looks like when you go out with this
We can
fall
pose
look.
for the modeling look already.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
this is how you can actually go for a fall makeup look. And I hope that we can actually give you quite a bit of inspiration to the kind of makeup that you want to do during this festive season as well. Okay.
Yep.
And also not forgetting, alright, do like and share our video. We also have our Telegram chat. Do join us if you would like to know more about our to know more. Okay,
Yep.
the link is actually right at the comment already.
Yep.
So do feel free, join us in our Telegram chat and feel free to ask us anything regarding makeup
tips and everything.
yeah, anything. All right. Okay. So we will see you next week, same time, also on Sunday, 3 p.m. And see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Thank you.